Hi, I'm David Cristoffel, FSR for Channel here in Northwest Iowa, and my agronomist.
Yep, I'm Andrew Sikora, technical agronomist for Channel in Northwest Iowa. And today we are going to take a look at some frost or freeze injured soybeans and corn. The freeze took place last Sunday morning. Some temperatures hit as low as right in that 29 or 30 degree area. The frost injury was pretty spotty across the area, but we want to take a look and help assess what the damage looks like, what regrowth looks like, and maybe help people make replant decisions if they're seeing some of the same thing in their own field. So now we're out in the field assessing the stand that remains after the frost event. As you can see, there's some brown tissue, some dead tissue. Dave will show here on that particular plant, the main stem or the apical meristem along with the unifoliates froze off, but as you can see, the cotyledons look fairly healthy yet. We have not collected much for heat since the frost event, but where you need to evaluate is kind of go back to that growing point and the axillary buds there by the cotyledons and see if you're seeing any regrowth off those buds. It looks as though there is a little bit starting, but that would be one to need to keep evaluating. Like right there is a healthy plant. Right next to it is a plant that pretty well froze to the ground along with browning of the cotyledons, and that plant would be considered dead.
As well as some new emergence since the cold spell.
Got a new healthy plant there. Next to another one that would probably need further evaluation to see if there's regrowth. Right next to that is a dead plant. So as you're starting to see regrowth, it'd be a good time to take a stand count to see what you've got left for viable plants. From a replant perspective with soybeans, it's pretty easy to just come back in and spike additional population to get you where you need to be. So today is May 25th. I mean, we're still in a good position for a soybean replant to bring high yield potential. And I'm also very comfortable, sticking with your normal maturity ranges for your area.
So when performing stand counts, it's critical to clear away the residue, which has been a culprit in intensifying some of the chilling injury we've been seeing. As you can see, the seedlings that were covered in heavier residue had a more difficult time sustaining the cool temperatures that we saw this past weekend. So first thing you do is clear away some of the debris and do a final stand to see what we're dealing with for viable plants.
So we also wanted a quick touch on frost damage on corn, and David's going to spot or talk about a couple different things we're seeing here in this cornfield.
So we're back here in the same section in Northwest Iowa, and generally when we're having conversations on beans, corn comes up as well, just for general concern amongst growers. And so as you can see here, the healthier ones still in need of heat, but did make it through the cold snap relatively unscathed. Sitting at V2, beans were below the V5 stage. The growing point's protected below the soil surface, so the concern there isn't as great. So we're evaluating the ones that did take it the worst, and as you can see here, there is viable tissue still coming. There's still life left, magic left in that plant. And as we start collecting additional heat units and see some regrowth, we'll see the recovery here on the corn side. So it's a watch and wait, see what comes up as potentially injured or delayed emergence here as we go forward.